This is me, January 2015, 260 pounds, 35% body fat. Great life, great job, great wife. Had done a lot with my life, including a combat tour to Iraq, and was perfectly content and happy in being obese. I didn't think I needed to lose weight. This is me 12 months later. 178 pounds, 16.5% body fat. If I was so content and happy in being lazy and obese, what changed? I'll explain. Hi, thank you for watching this video. What changed? Was it my health? No. So what was it? I will explain, but first, a disclaimer. I am not a trainer or any way medically certified in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to say some things. Some of you won't agree. Some of you will be offended. But let me say this. This is all from my personal experience over the past year. And that, yes, I realize that some have medical problems which make it difficult or impossible for them to lose weight. What I'm about to say does not apply to those people. What I am about to say applies to people who used to be like me, who are happy and content with being obese. Many in this situation talk about how hard it is to lose weight, how they've tried before in the past and have failed so many times. Prepare for some hard truth. I grew up like most kids in the 80s, raised on sugar and fast food in a lower middle class family. I had little to no nutrition education, and what I did learn in school back then, what we know now, has proved it to be largely false. I struggled with weight loss, as did my family. When I got to high school, I would starve myself at first, and I lost some weight. But then later, I got my first job working fast food. I worked there for 3 years. I gained a lot of weight working there. At 18, 2003, Iraq was going on. The U.S. invaded. I felt the need to answer Uncle Sam's call, and I joined the United States Military Police Force. I was overweight, but through the structure of the military, 4 months later after boot camp, I was in the best shape of my life at that point. But I joined the National Guard. I was a part-time soldier, and so without the structure of the military there, I quickly gained the weight back. In 2008, Uncle Sam called upon me and deployed me to Iraq for 13 months. I was overweight at the time, but over the next 13 months, I was able to cut that weight and was again in great shape through my combat deployment. When I came back this time, I tried to keep it off. That lasted for a few months, but that too failed, and over the next 5 years, I would become larger and more obese than I would have been in my entire life. So what happened in January 2015? I found the most important secret to weight loss that no one ever talks about. Motivation. What motivated me? Failing health? No, I was all good considering. A nagging wife? No, she never mentioned it. She loved me big or small. So what was it? Well, for me, it was job satisfaction. I was no longer happy in my job. After returning from Iraq, shortly later after, I had found a job as a corrections officer at the local county jail. But I had always wanted to be a police officer, hence joining the MP Corps. After 5 years at the jail, I was no longer happy there, and my local police force had just gotten a large, massive salary increase, to which their entry level was going to be making 50% more than what I was making after 5 years at the jail. So was money my motivation? Not necessarily. My motivation was a better life for my family, and I was going to get that through the money. I hear so many people who are overweight say, you just can't wake up one day and flip a switch and lose weight. It's hard. It doesn't work like that. I only have one response to that mentality. Bullshit. When I heard about the police salary increase, I came home that night and had a conversation with my wife and about what it would take for me to join the academy, namely weight loss. The next day, I joined a gym. and went on a diet that I've stuck to for a year now. Yeah, overnight I flipped a switch and changed every aspect of my life. I began working out 6 days a week and eating right. I didn't even ease into it. I went full on day one. Why? I had found motivation. If your diet has failed, it comes down to one thing. You haven't found your motivation. And that's okay. You haven't found it yet, but you still can. There's still time, as long as you do it quickly. But now you know the secret, so I urge you to find it. Is it a better job like me? Could it be family? Or wanting to travel? Poor health? Regardless, find it. I'm doing it now without the military structure, and I have for over a year now, and that's what proves to me that I can do it, and I'm going to continue doing it for the rest of my life. I don't have money for a personal trainer. I'm doing it on my own. I'm in way better shape than I ever was in the Army, and I've passed all the tests from the police academy, and I'm just waiting to be approved at this point. After you find motivation, what then? With the internet, there is no excuse to be ignorant about health. We know so much about food now than we used to. First rule is, if it comes in a cardboard box or it has a commercial, it's bad for you. I enjoy real food. Organic, pasture-raised, no GMOs or antibiotics. I lost this weight eating beef, pork, chili. Real food, real tasty. I go what's called by the paleo diet whenever possible. I don't do it 100%, I'll admit that, but I try very hard to do it as much as possible. If you don't know what the paleo diet is, there's a great book called The Wild Diet by a gentleman named Abel James. Or you can check out his website, Fat Burning Man. These are great places to start. I hope they change your life like they've changed mine. In closing, find a reason to live. Quit being lazy. Find your motivation. I wanted a better life, not just for me, but for my family. That required a better job. That required weight loss. That was my motivation. What will motivate you to wake up and flip that switch? I hope you find it. And I wish you all the luck in the world. Thank you for watching this video.